All right, guys, finally we are live. Phil Hawes versus Jacob Malkoun. That's going to be the first fight. Jacob Malkoun making his UFC debut tonight against Phil Hawes. Already earlier had some great action, but I was stuck at work until now. Better late than never, right? Gotta pay those bills, guys. This fight at middleweight, Phil Hawes, 6 years older at 31. 6 feet tall. He's going to be 4 inches taller. He'll have a 4.5 inch reach advantage at 77.5 inches over the Aussie, Jacob Malkoun. All right, guys, here we go. 3 rounds. Middleweights. Of course, just ditch out on work, Mike. Come on. What's up, Drew Owens? Who I got co-main and main event. I'll talk about that after these fights. I went back and forth so many times. On the blue corner from the United States, 9-2, Phil Hawes. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. We are just starting. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia. He is a -250 favorite tonight. 4-0 as a professional. Making his UFC debut, Jacob Calhoun. Excuse me, Malkoun. Let's get some light on in here. Jason Herzog, the referee for this first one. Here we go. A touch of gloves. Put money on Justin. All right. Well, hey, I hope he wins because I want to see you win money, Belly. I don't know that I really have a dog in the fight. I like both those guys so much. Philip Hawes, oh my goodness, road to lunch from the hammerfist, and it's all over. No time clock needed. Philip Hawes putting on a show and putting the lights out on Jacob Malkoun. That fast. That fast, Jacob Malkoun faces his first defeat in MMA, and it was a massacre. There's the right hand on the chin. Then, oh man, right, left, and there was an open palm strike in there, you see. And Jason Herzog, wow, coming in and saving Jacob Malkoun. Mercy from Jason Herzog. And as the great Marvin Gaye would say, mercy, mercy me. Wow. That is an impressive UFC debut. Damn. What's up, Artem Lobov in the house? Khabib by decision. Better late than never. What's up, Ivan Report? Y'all see the controversy weighing. What? I seen something about Khabib was leaning on something. He was having trouble getting up on the scale. Is that what you're talking about? And then he came on right at 155. And I have a lot of opinions on Khabib's weigh-in, and I'm going to talk about that here in a minute after I get through some of your comments. Great card, MMA or not. Absolutely. Wow, the fights are on this early. I know, Seth Sullivan. I've been trying to get some work done. I'm out there trying to hustle and make some money, and UFC's like pushing me to get home. 18 seconds. UFC debut, 18 seconds for Phil Hawes. Damn. Moving to 9-2, now 7 wins by knockout. That was a statement. Damn! From prelims to main, excellent. So we're going to give the man 50 G's. Absolutely. Started at 8 a.m. I believe it started at 7 on the West Coast. This is mine now. Go get it, Phil Hawes. Wow, yeah, that was crazy. What's going on, Song Pizza? I seen your comment asking when I was coming in. I answered. I was trying to get here to save you from those other horrible fight companions you were talking about. I made it eventually. Looks like Khabib had a bad weight cut. Talsgate Scandal 2.0. Learn from DC. No, Mike, the scale went up and the official slid the hammer. Oh, really? I did not see that. Khabib had the fastest weigh-in ever. Official threw the weight off the scale instantly. Seemed like he saved Khabib from a failed weigh-in. I missed that part. Muslim Khabib teach Muslims how to lie and fight for money. Oh, geez. Really feel like Justin is going to win over Khabib. A lot of people feel like there's going to be a huge upset tonight. Man, I have went back and forth. I'll tell you, I was leaning towards Khabib when the fight was first announced. And then the more I watched things, after watching Justin against Tony again, watching how relaxed he is, knowing that I think it's an advantage to Justin to not have a crowd, I started leaning towards Justin because of the way he gets into great positions from his defensive wrestling. Then I went back and did a deep dive. I had planned on doing a deep dive preview video. I just didn't get to this week. That I was too busy with work. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes you got to hustle. But no, I watched a couple of those Khabib fights, the Edson Barbosa fight, and especially the Dustin Poirier fight. And I heard something from Dustin in between rounds. And I didn't remember this. I don't know if I called it out. I don't know if I heard it and forgot. But I'm listening in Dustin's corner. And I believe it was in between the second and third round. And he sounds so frustrated. And he says, I can't do anything. I can't get up. I can't move. And there is a desperation in Dustin Poirier's voice. Almost a fear. It was chilling. It was chilling to me to go back and listen to Dustin talk about being so helpless to his corner and his corner trying to get him back in there. And I missed it. Either I missed it before or I'd forgotten about it. And then I'm leaning again towards Justin. Or excuse me, towards Khabib. After watching some fights there. And then you watch Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson. It was such a masterful performance. And then you see the tough weigh-in for Khabib. And I've actually changed my philosophy hearing what you guys are saying about the weigh-in at first. I thought maybe Khabib was playing us all. Come in early. He's right on 155. Hands up towards the sky. Let's make this a whole showcase like I had a real hard time making weight. So maybe Gaethje will underestimate me. Let's cause some controversy. And let's get the hell out of there. But let's get in early so I have as much time. I know he was the first one to weigh in between him and Gaethje. I believe he was one of, if not the first fighter to weigh in, period. So go back, get time to get those fluids into his system. I don't know about the controversy on the scale. I know 2 fighters missed weight, including Alex Cowboy Oliveira. I'm glad I made it too. Thank you, Song Pizza. It's a weird vibe. Justin is going to win this. I've felt this, Drew Owens. I've felt this vibe for a while. I felt just there does seem to be something in the air. And I would be remiss if I'm not saying I predicted these fights, but there was something in the air, seemingly when Andrew Ruiz fought Anthony Joshua earlier this year. When just last week, Teofimo Lopez fought Vasyl Lomachenko. I mean, there was a big nervousness. You guys heard me talk about it. I'm sure. Don't sleep on Teofimo Lopez. This kid is good, and I think this is going to be a great fight. Ends up dominating the top-ranked pound-for-pound fighter in the world. What will Gaethje do tonight? His defensive wrestling is something I don't know that Khabib has ever seen, but I went back and watched some of Gaethje's NCAA wrestling, and one of the things that he didn't beat every single guy. He didn't. He fought the greatest of all time, probably the greatest wrestler of all time, Jordan Burroughs. Fought him twice. And, man, they were battles, especially the second one. Didn't win either one of them. But one of the things you're watching is he looked like an MMA fighter when he was wrestling. Because he would get up and escape, and then he would be standing like he was in a position to strike. It's like he planned on getting into MMA his whole life, and I don't know if he'd ever had thoughts of that while he was wrestling. But if he did, it truly came through. Real quick shout out for this next fight to our premium members, Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR Street Gang. Just had our first members only post, and I will be doing some members first content coming up, so everybody will get it eventually. I don't know if I'm going to do exclusive content yet at all. I don't like cutting people out because they can't afford it, but definitely some members first, so they'll get it for like a week first, and maybe we'll extend that in the future depending on what people want. But I really appreciate you guys putting that out there every month. If Khabib did come in heavy, that's a problem. Oh, absolutely. Khabib looked like he was ready to pass out. A horrible weight cut. Promoted your stream on Drinking Bros Chat. And you were late. Come on, Mike. I didn't schedule, though, Billy. I got to finish work. I appreciate the shout out, but man, I got to pay the bills too, man. Can't be all fun and games, unfortunately. I appreciate it though. Dustin Poirier got choked out because he had his chin up while looking to his corner. Yeah, that was a weird moment for Dustin Poirier, and it really seemed like a rookie move. I think he was gasping for air. I think he was, I know he was very tired because he said he was very tired in the corner. So, and talk about somebody else that made weight tonight, Michael Chandler, the stand-in, in case something last minute can't happen for Khabib Nurmagomedov or Justin Gaethje, knock on a forest. That fight is able to happen. But Greg Hardy about to uncross Maurice Green's lazy eyes by KO next week. Oh my goodness. Yep, Greg Hardy gonna smash him. Some pizza. Shout out to Billy there from Seth Shimia versus Edwards, official for December 19th. It's a crazy one, man. 20 people watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button so we can build the algorithm. I'm actually realizing for these big cards, it's better to start later. I wanted to start earlier in this one, but it's better if you do the prelims. YouTube kind of punishes you if you don't get a lot of viewers at the beginning, because it's like it doesn't start rolling out and doesn't get promoted to everybody. When you get 20 people in here right away like this, it rolls it. It seems to promote it and roll it out a little quicker. But he was already a wet rug on top of his opponent. Him being any heavier is just not right. Yeah, Khabib talking about retirement too much. What's in his head? Where is his head? I saw that song. They treat Rocky bad, but if he wins, he'll skyrocket in fame. How about that? They took Leon Edwards out of the rankings. Guy hadn't fought for 16 weeks. He'd had several fights scheduled, One of them was Tyron Woodley, who was unable to fight and ended up having to go take another fight later with Colby Covington. And it's not like the guy hasn't been trying to fight either. And then, yeah, that kind of pissed me off. I will admit, I thought that was pretty shitty. Excuse my language, but for Leon Edwards to be treated like that, I know he's not the biggest draw. He doesn't have the biggest fan club, but man, sometimes we can't lose that best fighter in the world mentality. That's what the belt is supposed to be about. And when you have these long fight streaks, when you have, people are literally scared to fight you. You want to talk about number one contender. You want to talk about a contender. Leon Edwards is a contender. In my opinion, should probably be the number one contender. He should probably be getting the next title fight. I think Gaethje is going to be the fresher fighter in the ring. Something tells me Khabib is slightly intimidated. So something I watched in several fights, I rewatched the Khabib versus Al Quinta fight as well, the Edson Barboza fight, like I said, the Dustin Poirier fight. But go back to Edson and go back to Al. And I know Al was a short notice one, but it was a short notice for Al, not so much for Khabib. He gets less takedowns as the fight goes on, and Edson was able to land a lot of leg kicks and body kicks. Here's the thing that Justin Gaethje needs to remember. Continue to move forward. Khabib is so good at making these little tiny adjustments. You're watching him, and I mean, it's almost like he's waddling. He's just taking these little sambo half steps. It really reminds me of what some of the guys used to do in judo, that they almost mesmerize you, that you're both circling and nobody's going anywhere, and all of a sudden, you're pushed back 6 feet further than you were or more, and all of a sudden you're against the cage. Khabib does not like to fight going backwards. And I know it's easy to say, but Khabib is not going to take anybody down going backwards. Justin has to take the center of the cage. He has to. And I'll tell you, Khabib, yes, his striking has gotten better, but I'll tell you where his striking is still crap. And a lot of guys are, but that's backing up. And Justin Gaethje needs to back him up tonight. And I will tell you, there are opportunities for leg kicks. There are opportunities to land body kicks. But it's when Khabib is going backwards. You have to make him go backwards. I mean, I don't care what you do, but Khabib made the game plan no secret. He came out and said, I'm going to try to take Justin down 100 times if I have to. Is that smart? Is that really what he's going to try to do? Probably, because it's pretty much what he's trying to do with everybody else. So I don't see any incentive really for him to be untruthful in that. But, man, there are so many variables. But if Justin can make Khabib move backwards, Justin wins this fight. That's my opinion. Just a second, I'm going to shut the door here. Trying to get the best sound in here possible with these earbuds here still. And what is going on, Third Eye Trader? No, that's not Third Eye Trader. That's Archangel Azrael, excuse me. Archangel Azrael with the super chat. Shout out to Archangel Azrael, the first super chat of UFC 254. 34 of you watching. Make sure and hit that thumbs up button if you like what I do here. And we can move the tip jar over there on the left in the corner there. If you'd seen up to $5, thanks to Archangel Azrael. All right, I'm trying to get through these. UFC has a bounty on Edwards. I believe it. For sure, Rocky Edwards will be in stylish fashion with a win over Kazmat. That would be huge. Walt Harris, third fastest finish in UFC heavyweight history, 12 seconds, 100% finish rate, 13 knockouts, sixth highest knockdown rate in UFC heavyweight history. Rocky getting the Tyron treatment. Yeah, he's getting the straight-up Corey Anderson treatment. Justin is walking around confident. His body language looks confident. I worry for Khabib with his father passing and then having a bad weight cut. Khabib just doesn't seem on. We will see, man. It's hard to say. He's really not shown much of himself. Pulse Reloaded in the house. Good to see you, Tony Baloney. If Edwards loses, it would shock me if he was cut. Well, I would hope they wouldn't cut him. Jesus. So I'm heavyweight. I don't do weight cuts. Except me and you both, man. And here comes the number 7th ranked heavyweight in the world from Moscow, Russia, Alexander Volkov. You know, in the heavyweight division, you're always a couple good performances away from being in that title picture. And Alexander Volkov has been there. He could be there again. Edwards versus Ratlip is booked. Yep, I seen Edwards versus Chimaev's booked, man. What's up, man? It's 4. Good to see you in here. Comedic Genius in the house. Some of my friend says, sup, ninjas. All the ninjas are in the house. I see all the OGs and some new guys. Hey, Mike, how are you doing? I want Gaethje to cause an upset, dude. I love the drama. Hey, I'm doing great. Abden Gilbert was able to get out of work, finish up, and get here and do this stream with my friends. Having a great day, man. Alexander Volkov, 20 wins by knockout, 7th highest striking accuracy in UFC heavyweight history. Almost 60% accuracy as a heavyweight. That is incredible. Also, Aldo versus Chito Vera. I love that fight. And Max Holloway versus Calvin Couture is official. Both great fights. Who on here was trying to ship Holloway and Calvin Couture? Last stream, I think, somebody was saying that Max Holloway needs to fight Calvin Couture. Should be a matchmaker. If Gaethje wins, Chandler will get first shot. I don't know about that. I would hope not. But Alexander Volkov, 5 years younger than Walt Harris at 32 years old, 11 pounds, heavier at 265. Volkov has a 3-inch reach advantage at 80 inches. Hughes, that would be a travesty. I appreciate it. What's up, Archangel? Says, let's get it. I got my wine. Wife is at work. My son's on the table. Let's get ready to rumble. I love it. All right, I may not get to all of these. Struvas 34 fight IQ. What's up, Mimi? Happy you made it too. Thank you. All right, out of the blue corner, he is the number 10 heavyweight in the world. And they call him the Big Ticket, Walt Harris. And across the octagon, his opponent, fighting out of Moscow, Russia. He is a minus 190 favorite. The mixed martial arts record of 31 wins to 8 losses. The number 7th ranked heavyweight in the world, Alexander Volkov. Referee for this one will be Lucas Basaki. We've seen him get a lot of the assignments last week. And boom, here we go. Volkov in the black. Harris. A big right hand by Harris and a head kick. Walt Harris looking to come back from that loss to Alistair Overeem. Of course, an emotional year for Walt Harris after the loss of his stepdaughter. Really hit the entire MMA community hard. Beautiful combination there from Volkov and a front kick to the body. Harris answers with a front kick to the body. And a nice combination upstairs. Good body kick and a nice low leg kick. There from Harris. Manis4 with the donation. $1.99 donation. Thank you, sir. I'll make sure to get you in between rounds there, sir. Appreciate it. $7 in the tip jar early. Guys taking care of me early. I appreciate it. And Harris doing a good job of the footwork, controlling the octagon there. Nice inside leg kick there. Even though he has the reach disadvantage tonight, doing a good job of circling away. Now Volkov cutting off the cage, though. Good job. Harris throws a double jab there to get out of there. Good body kick, though, from Volkov. Nice inside leg kick from Harris. Volkov cuts the cage off, and there's an uppercut and a couple of hooks. Harris has got to be aware of where he is in the cage. He's letting Volkov back him up into the corner against the cage a couple times here now. He needs to be the guy moving forward. Even if he wants to counter, he's got to be aware of where he is in the cage and try to take the center, not put his back to the cage here. Volkov's really good at landing that right hand when guy's back against the cage. Nice low leg kick there from Volkov. And a good right hand from Alexander. Harris is dangerous early. Nice left hand there from Harris. Combination from Volkov, though. And the book on Harris kind of says the longer you get into the fight, the better it is for the other guy. Nice exchange there. Good body kick there from Volkov. Harris pacing himself this fight, though. Nice front kick to the body there from Volkov. Good exchange in the center of the cage. Nice right hand there from Volkov, and Harris coming out with a combination. Volkov was 11 pounds heavier tonight, right at the 265 limit. I don't think that really makes a big difference at this weight. Nice front kick to the body there from Volkov. But Volkov definitely doesn't look like there's any fat on him. Nice inside leg kick there from Volkov. I mean, not a whole lot for 265 pounds. Harris was looking fit. Yeah, these early cards got me all kinds of behind schedule. I hear you, Drew Owens. Yeah, early AF today. We'll have to do some after the fight chat. Hopefully, if you guys are interested, I was hoping to do some call-ins after the fights, too. Nice left hand there from Volkov. Good first round, good second. Oh, nice right hand and left hook from Volkov. Harris is hurt. Big body shot. Right uppercuts. Oh, nice left hook from Volkov. He's being patient and picking his shots too, though. But there's the big right hand and left from Harris. Walt Harris is not the guy to walk into reckless, though. Nice front kick to the body there from Volkov. Harris you could see, was looking at the clock there. He's ready for this round to be over, but he's still dangerous. You got a wounded animal here. Nice knee there from Volkov. And down to the last seconds of an exciting first round, that seeing Harris injured and then landing a couple good shots. Got to give that round to Alexander Volkov. In the middle of the round, KT McManus dropped the super chat for $1.99. Shout out to KT McManus, helping us keep this pay-per-view thing, keep this show going. So Archangel Azrael and KT McManus early with the super chats tonight. And 50 people watching early. Let's get it. Make sure and hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, if you're not subscribed, I'd like to welcome you here at MMA with Friends. We do play-by-play fight companions. If you're not able to watch the fights for like these pay-per-views, I try to be as descriptive as possible. If you are, I try to give you good commentary and interact with you guys as fans, and I hope you still decide to join our community for that. Nice right hook and a left uppercut from Harris to start the second round. I would want to call, but wouldn't want to know what to talk about. Well, we can make something up, Snake. My internet went out, and I thought I wouldn't be able to watch the fight. I'm back now. Oh, that's good. My internet also went out when Holly Holm fought. But I wasn't home, so I don't know. Who cares? Number one favorite UFC fighter, Mike, right now. Stipe Miocic. Nice left hook there from Harris. And we'll see how Harris's cardio is tonight. Volkov is not breathing hard at all. Nice left and a right hook there for Volkov. You see significant strikes. Right on pace with his average, almost 60%. And when you land bombs like that at 60%, you finish a lot of fights. And Volkov finishes a lot of fights. Nice front kick to the body for Volkov. Harris is hurt. And 3 right hooks to the body, and that was it. And they're saying Harris responded like it was a low blow. But he is grabbing his stomach. I thought it looked like a liver shot. It didn't look low to me, but let's see the replay. And, you know, Harris got hit in the body the last round, and it really looked to bother him. Good stoppage. What's up, Woodstracker? Okay, let's watch the replay here. Oh, no. That is right in the solar plexus. That is nowhere near low. So feel for me for a minute, and I'm not trying to be weird here, but you guys know they talk about it. Sometimes they call it the breadbasket or your esophagus, but go up above your belly button, in between your chest, right below your chest, above your belly button. I guess it'd be like a little more lower below your chest, and just push in. Everybody can feel that hole right there. I believe that's your esophagus. You've had the wind knocked out of you before. That's exactly where Harris got hit at. And I'll tell you, I got the wind knocked out of me. I remember the first time I ever got the wind knocked out of me. And it was in middle school. And I was boxing with a guy at school. And he just happened to catch me off guard right there. I thought we were done. And then I turned back around. And I was talking a little smack because I thought I got the better of him. And to impress this girl, he turns around and punches me, and he catches me right in that esophagus. And I could not speak. I was doubled over. It's painful. It's very painful. Wow, looking like the little tickets, says Sullivan. 1:15 of the second round. Official time for Alexander Volkov. 21 wins, but now by knockout. Wow, Volkov is very good. Bobby Knuckles versus the Killer Gorilla. Oh, that's going to be a great one, man. What's up, Jordan Brown? Good to see you in the house, man. And Trevi McTrev, the Yellow Chakra. Let's go, Bobby. You need this. Turn, what's up, my man? Hey, good to see you. I seen, sorry, any trivia, Mike. I had wanted to get some trivia together, but this week has not been predictable for me. It's good. I'm making a lot of money. Or I'm making more money, selling a lot of stuff, but man, it's been a very busy week for me. And working 7 days a week. Archangel Azrael says, great fight. Yes, it was, sir. And he hits us with another super chat. Oh. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, sir. Popping 10 bucks out there now. Just from Archangel. Bringing our total up to 12 bucks from the super chat tonight. Chilling. These last two fights will be fire, says Son Pizza. Absolutely. Is there anyone in middleweight who can beat Adesanya? If Jared Cannonier beats Robert Whittaker next, which I don't think he's going to, by the way. Everybody's asking me for my prediction. I think Robert Whittaker is still above Jared Cannonier. I think Cannonier might be a little overrated. But this is one of those show me fights. This is one of those, if he can surprise you, if he can come out there and be impressive against Robert Whittaker, that makes him legit. I mean, very legit. I look at this a lot like Israel Adesanya's fight against Derek Brunson. I didn't really think Israel Adesanya had proved a whole lot yet. I thought he was a little overhyped and green, and then he came out there, and the way that he just manhandled Brunson, I was like, man, this guy is probably for real. Robert Whittaker, Jared Cannonier, look at that on the odds. Minus 10, 110 pick'em. Wow. No favorite in this fight. So if you want to win $100, you put $110 down on either one of these fighters to get that 100. Jared Cannonier is the number 2 ranked middleweight in the world. Robert Whittaker, the former champion, still ranked at number 1. (13-4). Jared Cannonier 3-0 at middleweight. And a lot of people think that Jared's found his, he's found his place at middleweight. Maybe this is where he should have been the whole time. It's gone well for him so far. All I want for Christmas is for Khabib to get knocked out and a Rays World Series win, says Trevi McTrev. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Trevi McTrev. Laying $5 down for this one. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, an Archangel, not to be outdone, another $3. Another super chat. The third super chat from Archangel tonight. Damn, appreciate you guys. 8 more bucks, and that puts us at $20 already. Yeah, you guys are freaking awesome. OMG, number 1 versus number 2. Yep. Yeah, Cannonier was a chunky monkey at heavyweight. Yeah, he definitely had a few pounds to lose. Walt Harris still showing poor fight IQ. I agree, I'm in report. And Hermanson beat Gastelum in his last fight. Yeah, he's another one of those guys. Jack Hermanson sitting at number 4. He's going to get a shot again before Paulo Costa at number 3 gets another rematch, I would imagine. So the winner of this is going to get a shot at Adesanya, and if Adesanya decides to stay at middleweight, I don't know if Jack needs another win, but maybe Jack's next in line. For the winner of that. That's assuming that Adesanya gets through either one of those guys who are great fighters. I really think Robert Whittaker has finally recovered from those 10 rounds fighting Yoel Romero. And he needed to recover not just physically, but also mentally. When you say you're relieved to not be champion anymore, and now he says, he's gotten that fire back. I believe he has. But, so many injuries and so many, the beatings that he took, Yoel Romero and Robert Whittaker, what they did to each other in those 25-minute rounds, the closest thing that you can compare that to in other sports is I would say was Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. And those guys almost killed each other. So, those are good fights to go back and watch, too. Both of those fights. Incredible matchups. What's up, Clavid ID K in the house? Dude Lebowski's at Trevi McTrev. You might see Khabib get KO'd, but Dodgers are winning this. Sorry. Cannonier at heavyweight equals chunky monkey. Yep. At middleweight, kill a gorilla. I'll cheers my coffee. Haven't switched to beer yet. It's pretty early for beer. If you're drinking beer right now, you might be an alcoholic. I'm not one to judge, though. I haven't started the alcohol just yet, but I'll tell you, I did start work today. 1 o'clock in the morning, I head over to my warehouse. It was a long day. Ever since the winter changed, it changed to winter. We're selling the tortillas, the tostadas, the chips, and football season, and the fights today. Business was pretty damn good. All right, over 50 people in here. Make sure and hit that like button if you haven't already. Help us get those numbers up even higher. If we get a lot of like buttons now, they'll push this up higher up in the algorithm, and hopefully we can get up into the hundreds for the main event. That would be obviously optimal. I got Justin beating Khabib by KO, says Torn. A lot of people do. Tampa Bay owns COVID Sports. Oh, geez. That is great. I'm drinking wine, but it's from a box. Is that that Carlos Rossi? No, what's the wine one? It's not Carlos Rossi, is it? God, I've seen it on the shelf so many times. I don't believe I've ever bought it. not a big wine guy. The only wine that I've really tried, and I'm not trying to like be a snob, I never really buy it. Well, this isn't a snob. There's a lot of times it's either the real cheap, like almost like wine coolerish, sparkling kind of wine, or really expensive wine, ice wine. That's one of the best things I've ever tried. But I also didn't know it was $100 a bottle before I downed this small bottle in, in a matter of minutes at a corporate event, and then just about blacked out and don't remember a lot of that evening. But there was a few people I think that weren't very happy with me after that. So I don't drink at those kind of public outings anymore. I didn't do a poll for a Cannonier and Whittaker, but what do you guys think? Like I said, I think Whittaker, I think he's still a little tougher. I think he's back. I think this is a step up for Cannonier. I think Hermanson schools Till. He might. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Remember PBR Street Gang in the house. Do you think Robert and Justin both get it done tonight? I'm going with Robert. Man, I have still not chosen my winner for Justin Gaethje versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I have been back and forth so many times. Let me see what these guys look like when they show up in the building. I mean, this is just... and it's whoever is able to implement their game plan at the end of the day anyways. But, of course, like I said, it's whoever owns the center of the octagon, period. Justin Gaethje cannot put his back up against the fence. Khabib Nurmagomedov also has to move forward. That's all there is to it. Jared Cannonier finished 11 of 13 wins, 9 by knockout. One of 2 modern fighters with a knockout in 3 separate weight classes, heavyweight, middleweight, and light heavy. Tied for 3rd longest active UFC knockout streak with 3. Of course, one of those was over the great Anderson Silva, who was having some leg issues again. But Jared Cannonier definitely helped that along and, attacked that leg. Headset, you're looking a little Millennial Falcon here. My good mic went out. And due to what's going on, I'm going to actually go out and look for another mic today. Due to what's been going on, though, it's been really hard to find mics. And I want to buy from a physical place, but I went to Best Buy, I went to Target, I went to Walmart. Everybody's sold out. Fred Meyer, empty shelves here. And here he comes from Middlemore, New Zealand, the #1 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker, making his way into the octagon. Still just 29 years old, still a very young man. Could still have a lot of fight left in him, but man, he has already put a lot of that man in the octagon at 29 years old too. A lot of respect for that man. He has shed a lot of sweat, blood, and tears for MMA fans over a short period of time. 9-1 at middleweight, tied for 3rd most performance awards in UFC middleweight history with 7. Has this guy ever been in a boring fight? Not that I can think of. Water sounds good right now, too. Can't be empty-handed right now. Yep. Oh, I know. Bucks just signed Antonio Brown. We're stacked, damn it. And Seattle was going for him. And Billy Hughes, damn you, he'd already had it. I go to look at, when I see the news that Antonio Brown is signed, I go to pick him up in my fantasy, and Billy's already beat me to it by about an hour. This is back to business, says Archangel. Rossi has box wine, but they usually have big glass jugs. At least a liquor store I worked for a while. This is 2021 Supercard talks next. Yep, all right. Jared Cannonier, 7 years older at 36 years old. Whittaker an inch taller at 6 feet tall, but Cannonier, long and lengthy, 4-inch reach advantage despite being an inch shorter. He's got that lengthy fighter body. Robert looks calm. Mike, your headset sounds pretty good. Well, thank you, Trevi. Good to hear. Khabib was overweight. Smack him too. And Selling Pizza agrees. There is controversy on the scales here in Abu Dhabi. Out of Glendale, Arizona, the number 2 ranked middleweight in the world, Jared Cannonier. The Thrilla Gorilla. Ready to make a splash in the middleweight division with a win, possibly a shot against champion Israel Adesanya. And here is the former champion. -110 pick'em out of Sydney, Australia. 22-5 as a professional. He is the number 1 ranked middleweight contender in the world and the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Referee will be Anders Olsen tonight. And will they touch gloves? There's a touch of gloves, and here we go. Nice low leg kick from Whittaker. Whittaker draws first blood. Who wants it more? Look at Whittaker's wide stance right now. He's getting down wide and low. Nice jab there from Whittaker. And that might mean that he's about to shoot early. Good jab there from Whittaker. And an inside leg kick there from Whittaker. Oh! And Whittaker lands the inside leg kick, but Cannonier counters and takes Whittaker's leg down, knocks him down temporarily. Good shot there from Cannonier. Tries to capitalize as Whittaker's getting up. Not really able to. Nice body kick there from the Reaper. And a minute into this, the feeling out process seems to be over. Cannonier feinting the front kick there. Ask Anderson Silva. You know Cannonier can kick. Another good body kick from Whittaker. And Yoel Romero can tell you a little something about Robert Whittaker's kicks. Nice straight right there from Whittaker, especially those side kicks to the knees. What's up, Mitchell Trevino? A very exclusive few were allowed to attend. Oh, man, wouldn't that be nice to be there? It is live. Dirk Punch in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, sir. Good to see you. Nice right hand there from Whittaker. And we passed the century mark here in the chat room. If you guys could hit that like button for me, that'll help us get way up in the algorithm and hopefully bump us up towards the top of the recommended streams here for UFC 254. Nice left hand from Whittaker. Oh, Whittaker just about took Cannonier's head off with that kick. And there's a right hand straight down the middle from the Reaper. And Whittaker having a field day right now. Nice jab, throws the head kick. Cannonier blocked most of that. And there's an inside leg kick from Whittaker. Cannonier really has not got his game going here in the first round. Whittaker is just, it's all his game right now. He's got the timing. He's controlled the center of the cage. Cannonier had that one low leg kick that he caught Whittaker off balance. But other than that, really nothing else. There's an inside leg kick from Cannonier. A lot of feints in the kicks from Jared. And Whittaker taking the center and making Cannonier come to him. Nice jab there for Whittaker. Oh, Whittaker swinging for the fences on that overhand right. Nice jab there for Whittaker. Outside leg kick lands for Jared. And you see Jared was about to go for the leg kick. Whittaker lifts his leg up to check it. And Cannonier draws back. What reflexes from both guys. Not just to be ready to check it, but Cannonier to see that the check was coming. That is some high-level ninja shit. Good jab there from Whittaker. Oh, nice right hand from Whittaker. And a good jab from Whittaker. Now look at Whittaker. He's starting to put a little more weight on that back foot and spring forward. Good left there, and he checked that leg kick. Whittaker learning he better start check those leg kicks. You can see the redness right around the calf of Robert Whittaker's front leg, and an inside leg kick there from Whittaker to Cannonier. Let's go, Gaethje, Yogi Jones. What's up, in the house? The Khabib fans in the house. I like it. Hello to the Khabib fans. Rob Crusher Colonels. Hello, sir. Harold Fifth in the house. Good to see you. Justin by unanimous decision. Wow, what a first round it is. Looks like Justin Gaethje is the favored, says Archangel. Oh, nice body kick there from Whittaker. And a good jab from the Reaper. Great first round for the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Double jab there from Whittaker. Nice body kick there from Cannonier. But Whittaker lands that right hand right down the middle. Another body kick for Cannonier. And Cannonier starting to get a little more comfortable towards the end of that first round. But a big round for Robert Whittaker. The one thing they're going to do is get that ice right on that leg of Whittaker, though, because that's the one thing he was doing, was eating those leg kicks to his front leg. And they're putting that ice on his face. Why wouldn't you have more than one ice bag? I know a lot of times you don't have more cut man and stuff, but it seems like there's more than one place on a fighter that maybe you could ice in between rounds. And it really looks like he could use some ice on that front leg. What's up, Edge of the Tree? Ragdoll. You see Justin ragdolling Khabib like a toy. I don't know about that. He said he wants nuggets for dinner. Oh, that's funny. And Robert Whittaker's corner, you hear him? If you heard him, he said, let's go, baby. That's one round for us. I agree. I agree totally. All right, second round here. Cannonier looking to open up the offense here. Lands a nice little short left hook as Whittaker's coming in. Nice low leg kick from Cannonier. I think his corner told him that he lost that round. 4:20 left here in the second. Always wonder why Khabib wears that weird hat. Mike, when did this stream start? I just started a couple fights ago. I had to work. Since this was so early, I really had to rush to get home. Nice body kick from Cannonier. Whittaker answers. Now, you know Whittaker can take a lot of punishment. Nice 1-2 there from Robert. Oh, good body kick there from Cannonier. Barely misses the right hand. Good exchange of jabs there. Outside leg kick there for Cannonier. I mean, he's putting money in the bank on those leg kicks, and there's another one. And the body shots. You know, Whittaker, he was checking him and stuff, but Justin Gaethje's going to tell you. Ask him about that fight in Edson Barbosa. When a guy starts to leg kick you, You leg kick them back. A lot of times they don't like it so much. Nice right hand there from Whittaker. And, of course, Justin Gaethje has some of the best leg kicks in the welterweight division, if not the best. Or, excuse me, the lightweight division. Nice exchange of leg kicks there, and a good right hand from Cannonier. Maybe a little Freudian slip from, Khabib looking like a welterweight tonight. But Gaethje is going to get smashed at Muhammad. I mean, he is a big underdog. Yeah, Nick Diaz. Nobody thinking about Nick right now. I'm shocked. Justin is coming so hard. Absolutely, it's proven. I do like Gaethje, but it'd be a bad matchup. I think Conor beats Khabib or Gaethje now. Oh, nice right hand right on the chin from Cannonier. Straight right lands for Whittaker. Inside leg kick for Cannonier. Good job from Whittaker. Good jab there from Whittaker. Much better second round for Cannonier. Nice right hand there from Whittaker and a body kick from Cannonier. Inside leg kick lands for Jared. And yeah, this first 3 minutes of this second round looks like a totally different fight for Jared right now. Whittaker's still bringing it, but Jared a lot more offensive. Unfortunately, he's got some bad swelling on his eyes, especially you see that right eye from eating those jabs. Whittaker targeting. Oh, man, and he just landed a beautiful jab right on the eye again. Nice right hook there from Whittaker and a jab. Remember what GSP did to Josh Koscheck back in the day with jabs. Swelled both those eyes up to the point to where he couldn't see. I mean, jabs are effective in boxing, as we know, but much more effective when you're talking about 4-ounce gloves. Straight right there for Cannonier. Whittaker lands a straight right, and there's the first takedown attempt. Whittaker takes him down easily to begin with, but Cannonier pops right back up. Not really a takedown. I mean, his knees were down, so technically, nice body kick there from Cannonier. And Cannonier just tried to go straight up the middle with a front face kick. Barely missed. Oh, and there's a couple of big leg kicks there from Cannonier and Whittaker. Oh, there's another one. Whittaker kind of limping around on that front leg a little bit. Look at how much weight that Whittaker still puts on that front leg, though. Nice one, too. I'm surprised how much weight Whittaker is putting on his front leg still after eating so many leg kicks. And right hand misses there for Whittaker. Nice fake there for Cannonier, but a big right hand lands for Whittaker. And last seconds of the round. Another close one. I gave that one slightly to Cannonier. That one could really go either way, but I got it around a piece. Reggie the Tree. Whoa, and I miss an Archangel with the fourth donation of the night. $10 there and $5 from Reggie the Tree. Archangel says, it's Khabib time. Reggie says Khabib wins tonight and retires. The future undefeated. Is he the GOAT of MMA no matter what division? In your opinion? Let's let the fight go through, man. I don't know. I have to give some thought to that. Very possible. And Reggie the Tree with the donation. And we'll get Archangel in there. Next round to Archangel. But thank you guys. $15 added to the tip jar. Up to $35 quickly. Good jab there from Whittaker. On my scorecard, it's anybody's fight. Whoever gets this round gets it. That last round I thought was much closer. Oh, nice right hand from Whittaker. Another good right hand. Oh, beautiful 1-2 and a head kick for Whittaker. Cannonier is very hurt. Cannonier from one, stop one, from one. Whittaker. Here comes the ground and pound, lefts and rights. And Robert Whittaker has a Jared Cannonier. Wow. On the corner of Stunned and Queer Street. I'm not sure Jared Cannonier knows where he's at right now. And Whittaker moves to half guard, looking to move to mount on the ground here. Cannonier, I think if Whittaker just moves, if he moves that right leg to the left, he can easily move to side control. But now going for the head and arm as Cannonier backs his way into the corner. Now, one thing he's doing by backing up into this corner is smothering Whittaker from getting that submission. Nice elbow there from Whittaker. Makes it much harder to get that choke, though. Oh, and there it is. Beautiful transition. Robert Whittaker gets full mount, and he's got Cannonier's head up against the cage here. And there's Cannonier, turns the back. And now Whittaker has hooks in. And something happened. A lot of blood coming out of Cannonier. It looks like his right eye, that eye that Whittaker's been targeting for quite some time. That is a lot of blood coming out of that eye. If Cannonier gets back up, I imagine they're definitely going to look at that eye. Wow, and Cannonier, great transition, gets up and throws Whittaker into the cage. Cannonier really leaning with his head right now. I'm not sure if that's conscious. Knee to the body there from Cannonier and an elbow in the clinch. Wow, what heart from Cannonier. And there's a knee to the body. I thought Jared was done for. Back to the center of the cage with 1:45 left. Who wants it more? Oh, and Cannonier goes for the head kick. I can't believe they haven't looked at that eye, but I'm not going to argue. Whittaker hands down, moving forward here. And Whittaker looks at Cannonier and calls him in and says, "Come on, big boy. Let's go." Oh, there's the right hand from Whittaker. Oh, beautiful left hook from the Reaper. And Cannonier now missing with the low leg kick. I think he is still very, very hurt. And I'm not sure how well we can see out of that right eye. Another left hook there from Whittaker connects. Oh, nice body kick from Cannonier. There's no quitting this guy. Another body kick from the Thriller Gorilla. Oh, big right hand from Cannonier. And that knocked Whittaker off balance. Another right, and now Whittaker on the move. Oh, and there's a right, and they exchange right hooks. What a fight! And Whittaker shoots for the takedown. Cannonier stops it. Both guys landing big shots, though. Cannonier might have hurt Whittaker there. Oh, a big knee. Cannonier goes for a big knee, and Whittaker sweeps his foot out from underneath him. What a move from Whittaker right there. He might have dodged a bullet from that big knee. And there it is. End of round 3. Wow. Bobby for the win. Whittaker gets clipped. Yep, still caught flash. Love from Cannonier, but Reaper recovers. Yep. How you call it? I have it 29-28 for Whittaker. It could be 30-27. I wouldn't totally argue with it. I did give Cannonier the second round. I thought the first and third were the most decisive, though. And Whittaker won both of those. He really had Jared hurt with that shin to the head there. Hurt him several times in that third round. And if there was any shot at a 10-8 round for that third round, Jared Cannonier might have at least saved himself that with that shot there. But you look at the discrepancy in strikes. Head strike 65-9 in favor of Robert Whittaker. Over double the accuracy. Leg kicks. Story for leg kicks were Cannonier's 22-4. And then Robert Whittaker with the one knockdown. I'm stoked about this Gaethje Eagle barn burner. Khabib definitely scared of 170, says Drew Owings. That's why he won't fight GSP there. He wants GSP at 155. Jared isn't going to remember this fight tomorrow. I agree with you. Rob Iman says 30-27. And all three judges score at 29-28 for the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. And we can just have a quick little opinion poll. Who should be next for Israel Adesanya? Did Robert Whittaker do enough tonight to earn a rematch at Adesanya? The resurrection of the Reaper. Big congrats to Whittaker, looking like a champ again. I agree, Song Pizza. What's up? Carosa Chimu says, Seattle Mike, I made it home in time. Good to see you, man. I'm glad. All right, next one is all you, Mike. 29-28, and in between rounds once again. Like the fifth super chat tonight. I believe it is the fifth super chat. This is for $10. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, sir. And 150 of you watching this, don't go anywhere. Justin Gaethje versus Khabib Nurmagomedov is next. And this has gone quick. I imagine they're probably going to have a little bit of time for a promo and stuff. The main card started at 11, so we're looking at about a 3-hour main card. If it started at 11 Pacific, it's 1:25 here now. All right, guys, the UFC Lightweight Championship is on the line next. Justin Gaethje will finally get his shot at gold against the 28-0 Dagestani crusher, Khabib Nurmagomedov. What's up, Zoltan? Says Gaethje KO round 1. The Reaper's still reaping. PBR says Justin. Jones is too big for Izzy. I think that's probably true. I agree, Snake. That was a badass fight. And there is Khabib warming up in the back. 28-0, practicing some boxing there in the back. Now, he's not looking weak in the back right now. I said I have gone back and forth and back and forth on who I thought was going to win this fight. I watched a little bit of Gaethje. I think Gaethje. I watched a little bit of Nurmagomedov's fights. I'd lean towards Nurmagomedov. This is really a coin flip. And Khabib said, one thing that scares me a little bit for Justin is Khabib said, if I have to go for 100 takedowns, I'll go for 100 takedowns. Now, Gaethje's going to have a game plan, though. Trevor Whitman is an absolute genius, the head coach for Justin Gaethje. And trust me, he's going to watch things like, the openings for Khabib. And let's break down a little bit of what Khabib does first. And this is why Khabib is so successful. What a lot of people maybe miss. The wrestling, the takedowns, the continued onslaught, the cardio, all that is obvious. But the big thing that Khabib does is he moves forward. And he moves forward. He takes the field an inch at a time. It's just circling into these little sways. It's not even a step. It's just like little shimmies. And then all of a sudden you find yourself up against, your back's up against the cage and you have no idea how you got there. You just thought, we're just circling each other. We're just boxing. How the hell did I get over here? And then another thing that people make a mistake with on Khabib is to try to get out of that single leg. When Khabib gets it, they'll turn their back trying to get out, and Khabib will hook that foot. And then once he hooks that foot, he'll pin your calf down with his knee, or he'll step on it. Obviously extremely painful. High possibility of getting injured when somebody does that to you. Gaethje's going to have to fight the instinct, I think, to turn his back, even when Khabib's going for the takedown, standing up. And Gaethje, most likely, when you fight Khabib, you're going to get taken down. Ask Dustin Poirier, ask Conor McGregor, ask anybody who's fought him. You're going to get taken down, but as the fight goes further, Khabib does look human. He does start to get less takedowns. Whether that's fighters learning how to stop those takedowns, the strategy, but you've seen Ally Quinta do it. You've seen Edson Barbosa stop more of them. You've seen Conor able to stop more of them. Nobody's been able to beat them, of course. But guys were able to be more effective of it as the fight goes on. I don't care who you are. You continue to spend that much energy going for these kinds of takedowns, you're going to start to get tired. Now, let's talk about Khabib's efficiency, though. When you're walking, you don't think about where, and I've thought about this a lot. I know this sounds obvious, but when you're walking around your house, you're walking around a cage, you're walking around whatever familiar area, you're not really looking where your feet go. You got a pretty good idea of where your body should be, spatial awareness. Most people have a pretty good spatial awareness of where their body is, unless you're a complete freaking klutz. Khabib has a great special awareness to where your body is. Khabib does not move. When he gets in the clinch, Khabib does not move as a 155-pounder. He moves as a 310-pounder. You want to talk about be like water. He's predicting when you're moving backwards, he's moving forward with all his weight, all your weight, and all that momentum. I mean, it's literally like be like water in grappling. I've never seen anybody be able to do it the way Khabib does it. And I mean, he latches onto his opponent, and it's literally like they almost become one. And then Khabib just moves people around to where he wants to take him to. Justin Gaethje, like I said, I think the best defensive wrestling Khabib Nurmagomedov's ever seen. I think Justin Gaethje, his wrestling, he's been preparing for this his entire life. As a collegiate wrestler, when he got out on escapes, things that he did, it was like MMA moves. It was like he was wrestling for fighting. And it's extremely effective in MMA. Khabib's never faced anybody with kicks like Justin's. I think he's got the best leg kicks in the lightweight division. I mean, you've seen that against Edson Barboza. Who would have thought he would have outkicked Edson Barboza? He destroyed Barboza in the leg kick game. It's about to go down, y'all. This is Sith Justin. I like it. Whitman is like a 10 times best coach of the year. Dude is awesome. Masvidal would get killed, says Joe Real. Izzy versus Masvidal. Oh, yeah, no, that would not go well for Masvidal, in my opinion, either. It's like all the UFC fighters are going to the dark side. What's the dark side? WTF is about to happen, guys. Justin almost killed Tony, says Song Pizza. Damn, that was a crazy fight. Henry in the house. KT McManus. Never seen Justin Gaethje on his back. This is it, Justin. Yeah, we'll have to see. I've seen him on his back only. I don't remember seeing him on his back in MMA, but I remember seeing him. I seen him on his back as a collegiate wrestler and against the guy that's known as the greatest collegiate wrestler of all time, Jordan Burroughs. I believe 2-time gold medalist, NCAA champion. Extreme weight cutting is legalized cheating, says Drew Owens. I would like to see them. I would like to see them start to put some rules in weight cutting and how much weight you can cut, for sure. And, I mean, the reason that ONE FC, if you've listened to this broadcast for a while, maybe you've heard me say it, but maybe you don't know ONE FC. They raised the weight classes up on everybody and all their champions and pretty much got rid of most weight cutting, did hydration cuts and things. The reason they did that is they had a 19-year-old fighter die. Now, I have seen several fighters look like they are on death's door. Chris Cyborg. For one, just about every weight cut. Darren Till, when he was at 170 pounds. Khabib Nurmagomedov. I believe it was Henan Barrow that passed out in the bathtub. And then think about all the fights that have gotten screwed up because of missed weights. You can go all the way back to Ultimate Fighter Season 4 when Travis Lutter won, I believe it was 4. Yeah, won the comeback season, got the shot at Anderson Silva, and couldn't make weight for the title shot. And here comes the American, the challenger, Justin the Highlight Gaethje, and he has really earned that name in the UFC. He has been a bonus machine. And I believe I'm being pushed to make a pick. Let me see what Gaethje looks like now. Very smooth. Coming down to some like reggae music here. Nothing intimidating here about this music. Gaethje trying to keep that heart rate down, I imagine. Looks very relaxed. Giving some hugs to the corner. He looks very comfortable. I don't see that smile, but I see that seriousness. He drinks a little bit of water. I am gauging these guys. Like I said, I still have not made my pick. I am gauging these guys right now. That's how close this is. Let's get it on. What's up, Jason? Carsey says, go Gaethje. Gaethje was born for the chaos. It's on pizza. Yes, sir. Phil D187. Good to see you, sir. Hope it's a good one. Muhammad Nadeem says Khabib is going to make Gaethje retire. Justin Gaethje, interim UFC lightweight champion, 4-fight winning streak, highest striking rate in UFC history with almost 8 strikes per minute landed and almost a 60% striking accuracy. He gets hit a lot as well. I don't think that's the main thing he has to worry about tonight, though. I would walk into Slayers as Trevor Matrev. He's been stopped, Harold, by Dustin. Yeah, he's been stopped by Eddie Alvarez, I believe, too. I believe Eddie stopped him. And that's his 2 losses to Eddie Alvarez and Dustin Poirier. Man, he looked good against Tony, though. Nobody looks like that against Tony. And most of the people in this arena are rooting for this fighter right here coming down to the octagon. Some slow Russian music. The champ is here. The champ is here. Khabib Nurmagomedov, undefeated in 28 professional fights. Looking very emotional right now. Even putting his hand in front of his face, in front of the camera, closing his eyes. I'm looking at the body language of Khabib and assuming he's not putting on a show right now. I'm not liking it so far. He could be weak from that weight cut. And there is my pick. I took it right down to the wire, guys. My pick is Justin Gaethje will upset Khabib Nurmagomedov for the lightweight championship. I'm not sure if it's the emotion, of course, losing his father this year. My condolences to the Nurmagomedov family and everybody who looked up to that guy as a hero in Dagestan. It was a great loss, not just for Dagestan and the Nurmagomedov family, a great loss for wrestling and mixed martial arts, period. And I can't imagine what Khabib's went through this year with losing his trainer, his best friend, his father. 28-0, tied for longest active UFC win streak with 12. Second most takedowns in lightweight history with 57. Yeah, buddy, says Coach Jim. All right, make sure you've hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't, let's get that algorithm building. Hopefully we'll get some more people in here. 150 right now. If you're not subscribed already, maybe you forgot, maybe you've watched in the past and you just haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. We've been having a bit of a lull in growth as far as subscribers, but I promise to try to make it worth your while. We call pretty much every MMA fight, major boxing matches. Last week we did the UFC and that great boxing match between Teofimo Lopez, and Vasyl Lomachenko. We seen a big upset last week. Almost 5-1 underdog Teofimo Lopez. Will we see another big upset this week? Khabib Nurmagomedov, 1 year older at 32. Gaethje, an inch taller at 5'11". Both men right on the button at 155. Both men a reach of exactly 70 inches. The striker versus the grappler. Who can impose their will? Thank you, Phil. Appreciate the share. May the force be with you, Angel. All right, guys. And let's go to the poll real quick. Final numbers. You guys voted. 99 of you voted. 47% said Gaethje, 45% by finish. 52% said Khabib, 40% by finish. So almost completely even. And finally, we are here at the main event, sponsored by our premium members, Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR Street Gang, and our super chatters, Archangel, Trevi McTrev, Reggie the Tree. McThomas, it is time for the main event. Let's get it on! 5 rounds for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. And out of the blue corner, out of Denver, Colorado, he is a plus 250 underdog. 22 wins against just 2 losses as a professional. He is the interim lightweight champion. The highlight, Justin Gaethje. And across the cage, the champion, a minus 315 favorite out of Dagestan, Russia. Undefeated at 28 wins to 0 losses. He is the undefeated, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Jason Herzog, the referee for this one, and I've been trying to figure out who was reffing this all week. I had a hard time finding it. One of the biggest things about a referee tonight is how quick will he be to stand fighters up when they go to the ground? And here it is. No touch of gloves. Gaethje in the blue, Khabib in the black and gold. The UFC Lightweight Championship is on the line. 160 of you badass fight fans watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Inside leg kick there from Justin Gaethje. If you like what I do here, hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you. Justin can't win, says Ganger Jim. Skill cheat. All right, here we go. How long before Khabib Nurmagomedov will shoot for his first takedown? And here Khabib's doing that little stutter step. There's the leg kick. Gaethje lands the first leg kick. Now Khabib will go forward a little bit. Then he will go backwards a little bit. Just like that. That's when Gaethje needs to strike. Oh, and there's an inside leg kick from Gaethje. Straight right from Nurmagomedov, and Gaethje lands an overhand right. The concentration on both of these guys right now. And Gaethje keeping the center of the cage so far. There Nurmagomedov just circled him. So he's trying to circle him in that cage. He's slowly getting him a little further back. And there's a left hook from Gaethje, and there it is, what I was talking about. You think you're holding the center of the cage, and Nurmagomedov just makes those little movements. All of a sudden, your back's against the cage. Nice little leg kick from Nurmagomedov. Good left from Nurmagomedov, and Gaethje stops the first takedown Lands a left hook and another stop for Gaethje. Good jab there for Khabib. And there's a right hand from Justin. And so far, Khabib Nurmagomedov 0 for 2 on the takedown attempts. Inside leg kick from Khabib. Straight right for Khabib. Overhand right from Gaethje. Nice outside leg kick there from Gaethje. And, wow, Khabib winging wildly here. Gaethje, good defense. Oh, nice leg kick there from Nurmagomedov and a good jab from Khabib. He's trying to use that striking to get Gaethje up against the fence. Nice knee from Nurmagomedov right in the breadbasket. And a good jab from Khabib. Outside leg kick there from Gaethje. Khabib loading up with some of these shots. Nice 1-2 there from Khabib. Oh, Gaethje goes for the head kick. Nurmagomedov blocked most of that. 1-2 from Khabib. Nice left hook from Khabib. His boxing looks extremely improved. Straight left from Khabib. A big 1-2 from Khabib. Low leg kick right before that from Gaethje. Flying knee attempt from Khabib. Gaethje gets out of the corner. And this is not what anybody expected, except for when I heard that Khabib said he was going to go for 100 takedowns, I thought, why would he say that? Unless he was maybe planning on something else. Nice couple of jabs there from Khabib. Nice left hand from Gaethje. Outside leg kick there from Gaethje. Right hand from Khabib. And there's a left hook from Khabib. Right hand from Gaethje. Anybody who's looking at odds, nice exchange there. Double jab from Khabib. Not that I think it's going to happen, but what were the odds, I wonder, on Khabib by knockout? Nice leg kick from Gaethje. And there's a right hand from Gaethje and a left hook. Straight right and a kick to the breadbasket from Khabib. There's a left hook from Gaethje, though, and a brutal leg kick. And now Khabib shoots for a takedown. And he gets it. Justin's laying. He's not expending a lot of energy. Let's see what strategy he takes to get out of this, though. Or will he at all with this little time left in the round? Will he be content to just defend? Maybe Gaethje doesn't want to show Khabib his plan. Oh, Khabib right into mount. Looking for an armbar. Not able to get it. Great first round for the champion. I got that one 10-9 for Khabib. Gaethje definitely landed some shots. But, wow. Who would have expected Khabib to outstrike Justin Gaethje in the first round? And significant strikes, 24-22 in favor of Khabib. Very close. And Trevor Whitman just said to Justin Gaethje, he said, 8, I'm telling you, 8 more leg kicks. Don't you get fucking lazy. Excuse my language, but I'm repeating what Trevor Whitman just said in the corner. Khabib going no mercy now. Khabib is too good. He attempted just to raise his heartbeat. 10-9 Khabib. Maybe the weight cut was all for drama. I said that. I said that possibly it was drama because he came in early. He put his hands up towards the sky. He was right on 155. 173 of you bad mothers in here. Make sure and hit that like button if you like everything fighting, boxing, MMA, and like to invite you to join the community. Love to have you as a subscriber if you think I do a good job here. Oh, nice counter left hook there from Gaethje. Outside leg kick lands for Nurmagomedov and a straight right. Good jab from Justin Gaethje. Khabib Nurmagomedov's boxing has improved leaps and bounds since just a few fights ago. Nice left hook there from Gaethje, though. Good jab from Khabib. Left, oh, nice little scramble there. Both guys kind of fall off balance. Good jab from Nurmagomedov. Tries to clinch. Oh, that's a big leg kick from Gaethje. There's the jab from Gaethje. Inside leg kick for Justin. Oh, big outside leg kick for Gaethje. Khabib shoots though, and Justin gives up his back. That's what he needs not to do. Now he turns back over, and Khabib has mount. Now he moves to side control. Remember, he likes that head. Oh, now he's sitting on Gaethje. Gaethje reverses it, but he's got an arm stuck in there. He slams Khabib. Khabib has a submission. Oh my goodness, Khabib puts Gaethje to sleep with the triangle choke in the second round. Wow. And still 29-0. And the emotions that have got to be going through both of these gentlemen right now. Justin Gaethje, of course, worked so hard to get here. Khabib Nurmagomedov crying. Of course, those emotions of losing his father this year. His father, he is as close to his father about as a father and son. And here, Gaethje, look at the sportsmanship here. Gaethje, after losing, comes over to comfort Khabib Nurmagomedov crying, comes over and puts his arm around him. Talk about great sportsmanship. And it looked clear that Khabib had a plan for those submissions. Maybe he's seen something in Gaethje. He went for a similar move at the end of the first round. He went for the second and got it. And wow, maybe this fight was not as long as we thought it would be. But it was a very good fight. While it lasted. And this was just not Khabib Nurmagomedov showed when it came to transitions, when it came to dominating positions. Justin Gaethje was no equal. And there it is. See, Jason Herzog was kind of blocking the angle. They're going to show another angle here. I had thought he might be trying to go for an armbar. Gaethje does a slam, and then he taps. I think he had went out and came back in at that point. And he realized after that slam, there was no way he's getting out of it. And wow, let's go to the comments here. Stephen McHugh says, I predicted it easily. THB, I thought he beats Khabib. Wow. GSP is next. That's crazy. Domination right there. He lost faster than Dustin. He did. Tony, call out Tony, says Archangel. Fight Tony for your dad. I knew there's no one that could beat Khabib, says Muhammad. Yep, we told you guys. Everyone know Gaethje has no jiu-jitsu. Hey, thank you, KT McManus, for the donation tonight. Thank you all for all the donations. KT McManus, Trevi McTrev, Archangel Azrael, Reggie the Tree. And like I said, as always, our premium members that pay a monthly fee to get some exclusives starting at $4.99 a month. Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, and PBR Street Gang. Connor is the only answer. Now, we'll see what Khabib Nurmagomedov says. I'm going to give you guys the volume. And hopefully it won't be long enough for YouTube to buzz me. But I'm sure you guys want to hear this interview. No, he won't retire until he's 30-0. His father's wished. That's my thought. Don't forget he weighs 180. Wow. What a performance from the Eagle. Winner by submission, triangle choke, round 2, 1 minute 34 seconds. Khabib versus Usman, says Ivan Report. I think they're similar fighters. I think Usman's going to be a bit big for him, though. I don't think Khabib really wants to go to welterweight. But let's see who he calls out. I say he calls out GSP. And you guys had it in the poll. Just slightly, but just slightly more of you said it was going to be Khabib than Justin. Connor would spark Justin Colds is there. GSP or Tony?
These guys with me. And with my father more than 20 years.
Definitely breathing hard.
Okay, let's watch how I love him so much. All my team. Thank you. Today, I want to say, it was my last fight. And no way I'm going to come here without my father. It was first time.
He does have his gloves off, and he just said,
when you called me about Justin, I talked with my father. My
this is my last fight. No way I'm going to come here without my father.
I promise her, it's going to be my last fight. And if I give my word.
And he said he promised his mom
it was my last fight here.
This was going to be his last fight.
What I want from UFC Tuesday, you guys have to put me on #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world because I deserve this. And UFC undisputed UFC lightweight champion, 13-0, 13 in UFC, 29 in all my from my career, you know. Oh, I think I deserve it. One more thing. I want to say thank you, Lorenzo, Fitita. Thank you, Dana, Hunter, all guys. Thank you so much. And of course, I don't forget about Joe Silva who signed me in UFC. Joe Silva, thank you. All this UFC.
And one of you asked me if Khabib wins tonight, is he the best pound for pound of all time?
Yes. 2016, I remember when I got with you, helped me a lot.
After that performance,
Without Gaethje, I know you're great, man. I know.
my answer is yes.
I know a lot of things about you.
What he did to such great fighters, dominating
One day it's gonna happen someday.
Conor,
You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Dustin, and Gaethje back to back to back.
I love you so much. My teammates, Ali, this one.
And of course, what that means is Tony versus Khabib was never meant to be. Khabib goes to 170 to fight. And there he just laid his gloves in the center of the cage.
How hard was this week for you overall?
It was my father dream. What else? Dustin and Conor gonna fight January. I choke him out, both of them.
For those who haven't played it yet, free trial play this weekend. If you have Xbox One or PS4, October 22nd to the 24th. You can play UFC 4 for free. No way Conor fights for the belt. Scripted Dana BS. Nick Diaz, I'm coming back. I don't see nobody beating Khabib at this point. Khabib's done. He just retired. It's Conor's belt mate, says Yogi Jones. I mean, who fights for it, though, now? I mean, Gaethje versus Conor was maybe a fight that we put out there. Does Conor versus Dustin still happen? There are so many things that could happen. UFC can't trust Conor, so they won't put him in title fight. That is definitely possible. Conor, Dustin for the belt, mark my words. Good point, Darren R. That's quite possible. The billionaire strut is coming back, says Song Pizza. Just like people quit against the commies in Eastern Europe. Khabib will never fight at 170. I wouldn't say he's a coward. I'd say beat the hell out of everybody. Conor versus Dustin for the vacant belt. Maybe he told the UFC that he was going to retire after this fight. Maybe they knew that before they made Conor versus Dustin. Conor versus Justin, I think so too. And where does Tony fit in all this? Again, you have a wide open lightweight division with Justin Poirier, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje still in the mix. I think any of those guys could beat each other on any given night.
Well, this division does not have a champion. It's going to be steps away, and there's a good chance that your next fight is going to be for a belt as you look ahead to 2021. How soon would you like to spin this thing forward? Fight for a living.
And John Anik just told Gaethje, he says, it's a good chance your next fight will be for a belt.
Especially long-term health. That's what I'm always looking out for. I said I have 5 wars left, and I haven't had one since I said that.
And I don't think, I know Dana has put people in a title shot after a loss. I don't think he's going to put Gaethje in a title shot after getting finished. I think he's going to be very close. I think he could face the winner of Chandler Tony for runner-up honors. Yeah, and I didn't even talk about Michael Chandler. You're right. He was the standby in this. He was the standby if either guy didn't make weight or anything that could have happened. Michael Chandler was standing by. They paid him to make weight tonight. Notice if he fights GSP, his O goes bye-bye. Notice if he fights Conor again, his O goes bye-bye. Gaethje gets smoked like a holiday blunt. Damn. Damn Stout says Khabib is the GOAT. I think Dustin versus Conor. Loser gets Chandler. I could go with that. Did you just hear Cormier start reading a game ad that said the name Brock Lesnar? Then he stopped reading the ad. No, I missed that. That is great. Oh, jeez, of course. Mistimed it. Maybe. Maybe mistimed it so early. And Khabib Mays with goats. All right, guys. We're going to open up the phone lines. If anybody has... if you're following us over on the Facebook Fights with Friends, if you want to message in on there, or we can go with Skype. I'm going to put the Skype up. And Billy, if you want to call in, I think Billy might have some trivia. I didn't have the trivia for today. So it's live Fights with Friends is going to be the Skype. I think everybody's just live. So if anybody's trying to call in, let me know. I think you have to you have to send me something. Geez, it's been so long since I signed into Skype. I hope I know the password. All right, guys. Co-main was better than the main. It was very good, Mike. If I fight for vacated title, can you corner me? If you fight for the vacant title, Derp Crunch, I will definitely corner you. I'm not sure how much good it's gonna do you, but at work, I would love to hit you up. Hey, thanks for being a member, PBR Straight Gang, and thanks for always showing up, even while I was at work. I appreciate it. Next pay-per-view, not the biggest card. Next pay-per-view is the biggest card, Billy, because the next pay-per-view is not in the UFC. The next pay-per-view is Thanksgiving weekend. Roy Jones Jr. versus Iron Mike Tyson. 8 rounds. That's going to be a fun one. Khabib is the GOAT. What's up, Boxing History, man? Good to see you. Cejudo will be champ again in 2021 if he decides to come back. Absolutely. I think he absolutely most likely will be. Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson too. Oh my God. Did I hear that Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather is official? I hope that is incorrect. Justin and Costa are never going to be in the main event again. They both get smoked up. Yeah, I think Justin Gaethje is going to be in the main event every single time he wants. Because this might be the first time he's never got a bonus. Hey, Mike, I as well. All right. No way. Yep. Man, thanks for tuning in early. Like I said, I was a little late. I missed all the prelims. I still have to go back and try to watch those. I don't know what fights are worth watching. I guess I can see from looking at the results. But does anybody want to call in on Skype? Let me know. Let me know there in the chat. Of course, next week, guys, on Halloween, the GOAT, the middleweight GOAT, Anderson the Spider Silva, has his final match against Uriah Hall. That's right. Anderson Silva will retire on Halloween. And, of course, we will have a fight companion for that next week. Signing into my Skype. If you're wondering what I was doing, it's been so long. Since I've used it. Sultan says, no way. Well, we could have some trivia. Early happy Halloween to the fight family. I really wanted Khabib versus Conor. I wanted Khabib versus Tony. We never got the fight. What, scheduled 5-6 times? I'm out of here, fellas. Gonna go watch the highlights. Thank you again, as always, Mike. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Song Pizza. Damn, sucks Khabib retired. Conor's probably hitting. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. You too, Song Pizza. No dominant champ left besides, I guess, Izzy. Now Khabib was done. And Jones moves to heavy. Good point. Everything's wide open, Billy. Your team the most disappointing on the card, you forfeit all pay. How about if you miss weight? Terranar says Justin threw the fight. I don't think so. But hello. How you doing? Nobody beats Khabib. Justin was the only one had the chance, but he failed. Remember right? What's going on?
Oh, I couldn't tell if you were talking to them or to me.
Oh. Hey.
Were you saying things about Khabib to me or to them?
How you doing? Oh, to them. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Do you know if we have any ibuprofen?
In my bedroom. Okay.
I thought I was going to switch from Tylenol to ibuprofen for my migraines.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I have migraines, so I'm going to lay down for a little while, but...
Oh, no.
Are you going to be done with this before...
I'm going to be done right now. Fights are over. Really liked the card. Really good fights. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you guys. I have next week for Halloween, Anderson Silva versus Uriah Hall. Anderson Silva's last fight ever. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.